Okay, hello everyone once again. I'm really happy to be here today with such a tremendous topic that makes me so much excited. I love AI very much. I love the possibilities that generative AI and predictive AI altogether can help us as a marketers, basically in not just in our professional life, but in common life, change and improve anything we do. And I'm very happy that being a customer data platform, we are in a very winning position to utilize this customer data in the most efficient way. And basically, the topic we're going to talk about today is about how the customer data, any e-commerce or m-commerce or retail business usually has, but rarely actually utilizes, can easily implement to improve their customer life, customer experience, and eventually their loyalty uh, and business any e-commerce business metrics. So as a business, we work with large scale businesses like Adidas, Puma, Leroy Merlin, Hip, Lacoste, and many others famous brands across the world. But also we work with smaller companies which have like 40,000 visitors per month, or m-commerce application with 10,000 downloads. But it doesn't really matter. The democratization of complex solutions that helps you to personalize communications using AI is so affordable now, and is so easy to implement it, ingest in your business processes, that not to use it is just a huge mistake. And basically today we're going to speak about the new recommendation algorithms that were developed by our product team within Yespo to improve the way you as a business can communicate with your customer, and how you can utilize the most advanced features the modern AI can offer. So two main aspects of changes that we bring into our recommendation algorithms that basically have been on the market for more than 8 years. We added advanced product embeddings and advanced transformer models. Basically, I will speak about what this means in terms of changing the algorithm's logic, but also about, and which is very important here, how it changes the numbers, the actual results that our customers see after this change. And of course, as new algorithms improve the accuracy of recommendations and improve all the engagement metrics like click-through rates and conversion rates, we will go to the actual results, how the sales grew in different industries. But let's start with the definition. What are personalized product recommendations? These are suggestions that are based on large neural networks algorithms and the customer data that we collected before that help to improve engagement and retention, increase customer satisfaction, and drive revenue growth in terms of results. But in terms of how this looks like, so how do I understand that it's like actually is it a personalized product recommendation? So usually you see it on a website or within the mobile app or in your inbox as a small product block that accompanies the main content and is usually named "You may also be interested in," or "The customers like you often buy these products," or "Alongside with the products you've already purchased, we recommend you to look at these products." So this is the products that are recommended by some algorithm in your customer journey precisely for the moment you are in right now. And precisely based on the data, the seller knows about you, the information that you shared with him. And we, as an omnichannel customer data platform, we emphasize that everything we do, and including the recommendations, should be able easily implemented in omnichannel way, meaning the recommendations we've generated once for a particular customer could be used multiple times in multiple touch points on your website, in your mobile app, in email, in push notifications, anywhere. And they should be consistent and based on the same data that we know about the customer. Let's have a closer look where exactly those recommendations could be used. Like, of course, all we most often imagine this on a website. Yeah, on different pages like main page, product page, category page on your website, or some specific pages like checkout or thank you for the purchase. And this also could be additional direct channels that could be used by you or potentially used by your marketing team on your website, like app inbox notification, browser push notification, or within the widget or pop-up or overlay within your website, which could also be populated with the product recommendation for this visitor of your website. But not only on the website, you can also easily implement it in pages inside your mobile application, inside the cart pages on your mobile application. Again, in the notification center, in the mobile app, in the app inbox, in apps and mobile push notifications. All of them can possess the description, the image, and the name of the product, or some sentences related to the product, which is most probably is relevant for this particular user of your mobile app right now. And of course, not just website and the app, we also want to retain people and bring them through different other direct channels. So here, we can also implement the same recommendation in email, both triggered or transactional and mass campaigns. So basically any mass campaign like email broadcast or Viber broadcast or chatbot broadcast or even text message broadcast can be populated with personalized recommendations per every recipient. And that's like really powerful when you can communicate with the customer in different channels, in omnichannel way, understanding his desires and needs and communicating this, taking this into account in every message you send out to him. And what are the most typical types of recommendations that is often used by our customers? There are several groups that are most relevant for different stages of customer lifecycle. And different AI models can help you to build unique recommendations for every contact, depending on the customer data that we already have about this customer and based on his customer lifetime stage. The first one is next best offer, which predicts the next product to offer for every customer. To be honest, we rarely speak about just one product, but we more speak about the array of products which are most relevant for this customer. And this array could be used as a block in email, on the website, mobile app, or we can pick top 5, top 3, and any other type depending on the particular type of communication we expect to have. The next algorithm is most popular items. It's based on a different recommendational algorithms and picks the best sellers or products with the best reviews, scores, and so on, and helps to understand which products would probably fit the best if I already liked some previous products. The recommendations based on your history, this could be purchase history or view history. So basically, if I view through several different products, we can predict what product would probably be the next in this queue, and which would be the most which has the best click rate and eventually has the best purchase rate among all your like multi-million assortment. And the last block is you may also like, which usually is used on the stage when I've made a previous purchase, or probably I already have some products in the cart. So this algorithm will be based on slightly different set of customer data, because it already knows that I already want to purchase one of the products or two of the products, and the algorithm have to predict which products best accompany the products I already have purchased or already have in my cart. So in general, how the system works, there are several main stages that we're gonna cover. The first one is data collection. Yespo helps you to collect the data from website, which is like very powerful data source about behavior of your customers that are rarely possible to collect with traditional CRMs. Of course, this is the same type of data, but from mobile apps, whether you have iOS, Android, or you have some specific platform like React Native to develop this app, Yespo can always feed to your existing ecosystem to help better and smoothly integrate with CDP and collect all this data with SDK. Of course, very important data source is activity of customers in direct messages we send out to them. So which exactly offers were they interested in, what he clicked, what links he looked after receiving an email, or which push notifications were resonating for him. All of this could be taken into account, and we have to collect this data. Of course, it could be user behavior from outside the platforms I mentioned. Maybe you have an offline store and you have purchases in the offline store, or you store this data in some data warehouse. Anyways, sales, shopping behavior, and any other type of behavior that is relevant for your business could be collected additionally. The next stage is collecting and unification. The data then is the training process that helps to generate predictions about customer behavior, to properly segment them, to understand at which customer lifetime stage they are. Are they buying product, or they just purchased a product and they need to be incentivized to make the next purchase? So these are different scenarios, and different algorithms should take place in this situation. And of course, the next stage is to implement this knowledge about what people are looking for, or maybe not even yet looking for, but we know that this will be the best offer for them. How to deliver this message to them. And also, Yespo has it inside. We have a powerful, great servers to deliver emails, to deliver web widgets on your website, to deliver push notifications, to deliver text messages, everything in one platform. Again, with website personalization, mobile app personalization, and many, many more. So this is how it works. We collect data, we process the data, and we activate this data. We communicate with our customers in different channel, whichever channel he prefers, or a combination of channels in omnichannel way. And now I will step back into a little bit of theoretical concepts behind product recommendations. What are actually the mechanisms that make those wheels rotate? Because it's super interesting for me always, and I believe it might be interesting for you. So when I said before, the traditional recommendational platform, traditional recommendation algorithms, and we will speak about it a little later. So the technology of product recommendations was a part of Yespo solution for the past, I don't know, like 5 years. And that time, exactly like 5 years ago, in 2017, the Google presented the new technologies. The Google called it BERT. I will not discover this acronym right now, but this is a transformer mechanism. So till this moment of time, till the beginning of this year, like even in Yespo, for product recommendations and for many platforms yet, the most effective and most popular mechanism that helps us to generate best predictions are based on collaborative filtering or content-based filtering. Collaborative filtering basically helps you to understand which products are similar to each other and which users are similar to each other based on their interactions, like purchases, which is typical data set for train the model, or also additionally it could be clicks on a website, which could also be used to train the mechanism. And in this situation, you usually see every next click as a sequence of previous click. So two products are always binded with each other. So after I looked at this product, I looked at this product, or after I purchased product A, I purchased product B, and this makes these connections and helps system to predict, okay, what's the next best offer, what's the next best product to show to the customer on a website or in email. Content-based filtering is a slightly different case because it's mostly used for content products like Spotify or Netflix. They try to take into account not just sequence of different films or songs I listen to, but also take into account different tags that this particular item I'm using right now possesses. Like for instance, for a movie, it could be a director of the movie, or it could be a genre, or it could be the actors that play in this film. So building the prediction for me, which film to recommend me next, it will probably take into account. So if I've watched all the Addams family movies before, and when the new series Wednesday arrive, they will recommend me this because it's based on the same genre. And the next thing that it will offer me after I watched Wednesday will probably try to offer me something with the same actress or from the same director. So that's the content-based filtering. The next powerful thing that also arises from transformers is product embeddings. Eventually, it started as just trying to change the text into the digits so the computer would understand it better. And if you imagine that every word could be embedded or vectorized, and every sentence could be vectorized. So every word could be presented as like some vector in a multivariable space. And you can imagine, like, here is a small example that basically the vector showing the difference between man and woman is basically the same vector that shows the difference between the king and queen. So it's like a vector of male-female gender. And the same way, we can try to use product embeddings to understand how close are different products in their description or in their naming or in their sense. And that's a very powerful thing that helps us to go from just product IDs and their sequences that we used to have in collaborative filtering to a meaningful understanding of what this product is that person is looking at right now, and understanding that like inner sense of this product to recommend him something else. That's another great thing that I will speak about later. And eventually the transformers, which basically is a great and very popular example is ChatGPT. So in this ChatGPT solution from OpenAI, T in GPT is responsible for transformers. And it helps to generate texts, and it helps to continue the sentence that you start asking a question. basically previous versions of GPT, they were working like this. So continue the sentence or continue the story. So you had to give the beginning of the sentence, and he would try to continue to populate the text. And let's imagine that that every user journey of your website is similar to the way you type a story. So you start a sentence. Once I went to a website and I opened a main page and I saw a bicycle, and I clicked on a bicycle, and then I saw I don't know, some special equipment for bicycling, or I picked as a category mountain bikes, and this is a story. And imagine if the same way we train the ChatGPT to continue the stories based on all the literature written in the internet, we can also train the transformer to continue the story that user of your website has already started typing in, browsing through your website, and will try to guess, okay, what is the best next word, but actually not word. In this case, it would be a next product to continue this story to the best final. So all of these beautiful mechanisms could work together as a hybrid approach, and that's basically what we do in Yespo. Blend it all together to achieve the best results. So transformer model. Transformer is well-known heroes of comics and series and animated movies from my childhood. And on a difference from it, the transformer model is a lot more complex thing, unfortunately. That is a scheme from exactly 2017 that was used in initial scientific paper. And there are some very important elements that we probably know, but not necessarily really understand how it works, because like highest math that I don't even try to understand myself. But there are some elements, like first of all is attention element, which helps system to understand the main words in the sentence, that helps to understand and keep the meaning of the sentence when it goes through the way of transformations. Another important thing is being able to embed the solution and then to decode it, basically to digitalize everything we know about the product. We could do it a simple way, just give the product ID. It's also a digitalization, but it's very ineffective digitalization if we can give the system, give the transformer all the knowledge about this product. And we all already using transformer models, like in ChatGPT, in Gemini, in other solutions. All of them generate text based on transformers. If you use Midjourney or voice generative solutions or music generative solutions, they all work the same. They populate the unknown data, knowing what is the best probable filler for this space. So is it the next note in the music? Is it the next sound in the text-to-speech generation? Is this the next word in the text generation? Is this the product in product recommendation system? So the transformers are everywhere already, and but only the best companies know how to do it effectively. So in Yespo, transformer model works this way. So first of all, we analyze the purchase and customer behavior history. We embed data into the vectors. Then we made a comparison of vectors, determining which of them are close. So basically, if you know these vectors are looking in the same direction, then they are similar. And we do encoding, and eventually generate recommendation as an array of different products with the probability of how likely they are to be used by this particular user. If so, for every customer, we go through this process. We feed in the actual customer data we already have. It goes through the transformation, and as a result, it gives us a set of most probable products for this customer. Of course, the system has to be fine-tuned, but our engineers know how to do this and will help you to implement it in the best way. To explain a little bit how much different are transformers, we try to use some visual examples. So the same way as traditional, like I mentioned before, the collaborative filtering recommendations, they basically try to find the best next product to your previous product bought or your previous product viewed, and you have a stack of most probable products that go after the previous purchase. The transformers work differently. They see the whole sequence of your purchases, and they can have an insight about what are all those purchases actually are altogether make a match. Like for instance, if I was looking at the bicycle, the traditional model could recommend me a helmet. If after that I would look at the bottle for water for sports, it would probably recommend me some gym equipment. If I was looking at special gloves, it would probably give me some weights to work out. But transformers see this as a whole. So I look and purchase a bicycle, I purchase a water, I purchase a special glove, and it means that I am actually trying to equip myself as a professional cycler. And in this case, to complete my look, it will offer me helmet, but it will also offer me a t-shirt for bicycling. It will not offer me unnecessary weights or gym equipment. It will understand that now I'm in the process of picking the proper products for bicycling. And that's like very, very clear explanation, but let's dive into some differences here. So transformer model can analyze data in sequences. So not just pairs, but the whole sequence. In this way, it can recommend, it will allow the more accurate prediction of the next purchase. And of course, in this case, it improves conversion rate. The transformer models better integrate new data and scale effectively. Well, basically, if you want to introduce new category of products on your website or a new line of products, transformer models will better understand what are those new products are and how do they fit the customer buying experience, because it understands the sense of every added product because of embeddings, of course. And transformer models can work better with surrounding context. So if you were looking at the charger, the case, and the phone itself and add it to your cart, a traditional model would probably try to recommend you another iPhone to the iPhone you already have, which is wrong. So unless you do some manual changes in the settings, the transformer model will automatically understand, okay, you already have everything necessary for the iPhone, but you are still lacking for headphones, and it will offer exactly what's missing in your cart. And another very important thing is transformer models help you to perform better with different types of input. So for instance, we have category view and product view and some filter implemented on your website. And each of them shows you that you are looking like at a small segment or small slice of a products you have. And the transformer model doesn't really care whether it was like product data, and only product data of the same quality and of the same composition. You can take different type of data and digest it and build a prediction built of not that consistent data, which is also a huge step forward, because it helps you to initially take more data and also work with, I'd say, less well-structured data. So for instance, in some products, in your product feed, you're still missing a description, or the name is created in a different way. It's not that big problem for a transformer as it would be for traditional models. So most of improvements we've already covered, and we see that transformer models with embeddings that helps to analyze sequences, which is very important. It helps you to scale and better integrate new data and to present new collections and new categories of products on your website. And like imagine like that in spring, you have new updated collections of sportswear. But it's not a problem for a transformer model, because even if the previous skirt that was very popular and the traditional model would like really try to recommend it next is out of stock, but we have a new product on stock. For traditional models, this new product on stock is just a new ID. It doesn't have any statistics. It doesn't have any behavioral data about how much people would like this new sportswear sports suit, for instance. For transformer model, he knows by the description that it's the same or similar, at least very similar product to the bestseller he had before. And that's how new products will get into rotation a lot faster, and new statistics will be hazarded a lot faster. So the problem of a cold start, which is typical for, in general, machine learning, is a lot less problem for transformer models. And as promised, now I would like to go to the results we already had. All of these cases with our customer, we preliminarily discussed with the customers, and they agreed to share the results they managed to achieve, because they are very happy about what we managed to give them. So throughout the first half year of this year, with the company MasterZoo, which is a leading pet store chain in with over 200 physical locations and large online store, implementing new product recommendations on their websites, comparing to previous recommendation system, not to situation when you have none of the product recommendation. So everything we show here will be the uplift in implementing new recommendation systems. So they improved the conversion rates by 46%, and they saw the increase in conversion by 71%. And in general, share of sales through product recommendation, so after product recommendation clicks, grew by 76%, so nearly doubled. Another great example comes from manufacturer and seller of construction products, Dnipro-M. It's like very strong leader in a local market, but also expanding rapidly in Eastern European countries like Czech Republic, Poland, and Moldova. And after implementing updated product recommendations, they improved CTR by tremendous 105%. They saw the growth in conversion in sales by 43%, and it more than doubled the share of sales from the website from recommendations. Another example comes from a different industry. Yakaboo is one of the largest Central and Eastern European online and mobile bookstores. So basically you can buy a digital book there, upload it to your device and start reading. But also you can order like traditional books. And it's very important that It offers lots of different languages. The assortment is tremendous, like very many different types of books and authors are available. And here we also had a significant change. So conversions grew by 10%, but the share of sales after using those recommendations grew by 126%. So more than twice the share of sales from recommendations grew. Here we have an example from fashion. Puma has improved the results with new recommendation system. Of course, everybody knows what Puma is. It's a global sportswear brand known for designing, manufacturing, and selling footwear, apparel, and accessories. The very popular products, especially in Europe. So currently, they're present in 60 countries, and it operates an online store and 38 offline stores in our country. And here results are even more tremendous than any I've seen before. So they improved CTR 3 times. They increased conversions 8 times. And they grew the share of sales from recommendational blogs 10 times, like by 900%. And why is that? That's because of the nature of the transformer model, which helps you to complete the look, which helps you to quickly integrate new items added to the store, taking into account the description of those products and understanding, okay, this new model, but this new model is quite similar to this old models that we don't sell anymore, but they are very similar. And another example from Ukrainian brand that sells kitchenware. Here we also had very great results with a large assortment of over 300,000 items. We managed to improve click rate by 147% and increase conversion 3 times, and grew order share from recommendations 6 times, so by 500%. Again, amazing results that I'm very happy to share with you. And if you want to see like the whole picture, so how it influences different industries, we have this covered. So with this new based on large language models recommendation model, as our product team says, this is the biggest improvement in Yespo recommendational algorithms in all 12 years of Yespo existence. So for different industries, you can see we have very good results, and especially good results we have for fashion and accessories. But even for, I don't know, electronics, which is like has less, items rotation speed, it still gives great results, like totally worth trying. And like I said, for fashion, for fat supplies, for tools, it's a must-have solution. So summing up, what these new product recommendations could give you as a business. So there are these several sequences that you definitely should expect. So it's increased average order rate because we will recommend products to those who people already bought, and we will complete the picture. You can expect improved profitability of core products group because we will be smartly offering people the products they are looking for, but probably don't see on your website because they are hidden, because there's a lot of different colors. We will have it solved. We will see less abundant cards because we will be able to recover them. The better customer experience because of better personalization. People will see that you care about them because you implement the technologies that help them solve their problem and find the proper product quicker and with less efforts. And of course, eventually, this is a lot higher customer retention rate, which just goes after better customer satisfaction, better user experience. They will return to you because they had good experience, but also because with Yespo, you will be able to get these people back via email, text message, via design of your mobile app, via layout of your website, because of smart pop-ups and in-apps and push notifications that he will see and see exactly what he was looking for or was thinking, okay, where can I get this? So that's the solution I wanted to share with you today with the numbers. I'm happy to answer the questions you may have. And please do not hesitate getting in touch with me or with anyone from my team. I'll be happy to give you more insights about how this technology works and how we can implement it with you. So thank you very much. And will you, Sergey, help me with some questions? Okay. Anatoly, thank you so much for the question. So how do I set up these transformers on my website? Do I need to dev team for this? Well, it depends what you start with. So if you already are a customer of Yespo and already use the previous versions of product recommendations on your website, you just need to let our customer success team know that you are ready to go to the new technology and it will go just seamlessly. If you haven't used the product recommendations before, the process goes like this. You need to implement the tracking script. You need to implement some minor changes on your website. So all the customer data would definitely go to Yespo in a proper format. Usually it takes about 16 hours of development. And it's not like any data science or engineers. You just need a traditional front-end developer that will help you to implement the script properly, and that's it. After that, we will implement it for emails, for pop-ups, and for website layout easily. Thank you for the question. Nikita, will the AI algorithm work for new customers even if I don't have any past purchase data? The thing with web browsing is that whatever he does on the website is already a valuable customer data. So if he just went to your website from the search, I don't know, just looking for some shop like yespo.com and he directly went to your website. Of course, I don't know anything about this person. The recommendations will take it into account and will base the recommendations on generally most acceptable recommendations. But once you go to the category cell phones, and then you will go to category Samsung, just 2 extra additional data points will help you to improve the recommendations for you gradually. Yeah, it will work, but will not take into account the previous data. It will mostly focus on and adapt very quickly once the new data is injected. What's the lowest number of clients needed for this to work? Are these solutions only for large businesses? Well, like I mentioned, we have customers of 10,000 visitors per month. And if you do not have, if you have similar amount of customers monthly, not customers like website visitors, or you have about 10,000 downloads of your m-commerce application, this is quite enough to start working. For these amounts, we have very reasonable pricing just to try out the technology. And like I said, transformers could show you the results very fast. So you will be able to make a decision quickly. Anna, sounds pretty cool, but what is the accuracy of the algorithms? What are the chances of not getting an offer for that second unnecessary iPhone? Well, the accuracy of algorithms and in general, the accuracy of any transformer. What is the accuracy of ChatGPT 4 or 4.0? It's a vanity metric for these things. You should look at the actual results, whether you see uplift in sales after implementing this technology, or you don't see. And in order to be sure that the technology actually gives influences your sales, we have A/B tests that are already built within Yespo that you should implement to see how which uplift you get from implementing these recommendations. And you really should not bother whether like unnecessary iPhone is recommended. Sometimes people buy second iPhone, like for instance, I buy iPhone and then I buy next iPhone, next iPhone for my children, for my wife, for my mother, and so on. So it's not always unnecessary. Sometimes it looks like, okay, that's like counterintuitive. Why do you recommend me this? But like one of the famous examples of artificial intelligence in literature was when the products were recommended for a person for a situation in his life he didn't know about, but from his behaviors in purchase, they could predict the situation. So don't trust the algorithm, trust the numbers. Victoria, there's a lot of algorithms. How do I figure out which one I should use? You don't really need to figure out which one of them to use because there are best practices of implementing different algorithms, and later on they start educating themselves. So the number of 198 algorithms is a total knowledge base of different cases where they could be implemented. And this is the responsibility of our customer success team to help you to implement at every stage of a customer life cycle, at every communicational channel, proper algorithm. That's what we are responsible for. Do we have such case studies for jewelry? Yeah, we have similar case studies for jewelry for traditional recommendation algorithms. If you're willing to give it a try with new algorithms, we are happy to invite you. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the time we spent together, and we'll see each other later. Please ping me regarding the recommendations. Bye-bye.